Hi, welcome to Electric Checker Creations. Today I'm going to make these incense sticks. The plan is to colour these ones in. I'm going to put gold on the embossed and then the different colours on either side, but this one I'm going to put tattoos on and then do a solid backing. Now what I'm going to do is, it's a technique I saw on Toonpish Crafts, I think, is just put a little bit of powder throughout here. Whoops, that's probably way too much because I want it to be a mix of purple and blue. So I will decorate it all. And then for the raised bits, I will wipe it off with alcohol ink and then paint over again with the gold. And the reason I just patted the colours in is I wanted it to be a merge of the different colours. I didn't want it to be set one colour or the other. I wanted them to run together. I'm just trying to get up the sides here. Oh, and down the edge. There's an edge on it, which I didn't realise, but anyway, get down there. The fact that the gold is going over the star is not an issue because you will just see whatever paint or whatever colour was there first when you put the resin on. So the fact that the blue and purple is underneath means that the gold going off the side like this is really not an issue. Just make sure there's nothing in here. What you do with these is you take the front off first, okay? You then lay this down wherever you want it to go. Do that with all of them. Once you've got them all down, you get a damp cloth and you wet the back. Leave it a few seconds and then in a second or two you should just be able to slide them off like this. You have to be careful, don't be too rough with it. Also, once you've done this, you need to wait for these to dry because resin and water do not go together at all. There we go. Have to wait for these to dry and then we'll be back once I've mixed the resin. So I poured 280 ml, it's 140 each A and B. So even though you used the stirrer, you need to make sure that you stir the sides and the bottom as well, just to make sure all the resin is mixed in. Now, because I've coloured these, I need to put a dark colour behind for the colours to really pop, whereas this one I want to be clear with a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to take some of the resin and put it in a smaller cup to the side, maybe two, because I'm not quite sure how much this takes. So I'm going to pour some off to the side for this one. And a little bit more, just in case. Put those off to the side. And then I'm gonna use some of this pigment paste. It's resin dye paste. It's actually a very good one. And I've had it a while. Mix it in. You need to mix paste in really, really well, because otherwise it will sink and then it won't cure. I'm going to make sure there's no actual paste on my stick, so I can make sure that I'm actually mixing it all in properly. And now I can spray alcohol in here, but I can't spray it on here because of the powder. So I'm gonna spray on there in the hopes that it will help get rid of some of the bubbles. Seems to be. There we go. Now I'm gonna pour very slowly and from high. Now I don't actually want to fill this one up, reason being I want to put the sparkle on as a clear coat, and then I want to put a darker backing on. And this one I can spray with alcohol. Let's see if I can move this back. I have an extra that I made, and I found that one of my washi tapes, I think, actually goes with it really well. So I'm not sure if this is one-sided or two-sided, so I'm actually going to cut around here really close just in case. And let's use the masking tape trick. Actually, take my gloves off to do this because that was much harder than it needed to be. Squeeze any bubbles out, and when you get to the edges here, have a little craft knife. Just pour this in the middle, and I only want this to be a very thin layer. A little bit of this clear in here. There we go. That should be enough in there. So let's unmold them. Now they are going to be a bit bendy because they're thin, but if you give them a week or two, then afterwards they will get solid and they will be flat. Okay. You just need to leave it a little bit for them to actually solidify. Let's just take this overage off here. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I think that is so pretty. Now I do need to top coat this because, as I said, these are tattoos, so I need to put a top coat on so that they actually stay there. I'm quite happy with that. I might go over these in a pen and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, okay, I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. I might have to actually paint over this, but you know, you can see the different colours, but the gold wasn't supposed to show through like that. So not much of a reveal, but yeah, and I'm going to finish it with a cork backing on the back. I'm very happy with this one.